All right, where did we left off? In the village of Granite Ridge, or at least what remains of the village. You guys have just discovered that over this entire time, it had not been mining iron ore, but instead, under the noses of who knows how many countless people, it had been collecting and refining mithril this whole time, in secret.
Those dirty dogs.
Those dirty dogs. So you are currently finishing up work in the mines. You have collected some mithril ore, and what would you like to do now?
Oh, Ruben, you think your cousin could make something useful out of that stuff?
I highly doubt that Rowan would be able to forge mithril.
Question is, would we trust him enough to ask for advice?
I mean, I trust him.
And at this point, Adrien turns to Kaszi'iser and Kreth. We either make something out of it or we sell it.
Kazi can't really use metal armor, so it doesn't affect him.
I can.
Kazi can.
Mithril plate. Probably not enough for like mithril plate, is it?
Considering that plate armor weighs 65 pounds anyways, I would assume not.
How much weight in mithril ore did we get?
20 pounds.
So not enough. So you can make like a sword or something, but
A mithril sword. That would be cool. So, are we going to head back to...
Oh, are we? I want to keep digging.
do we find any more mithril?
You have
Yeah, there's more.
cleared out this deposit.
There was more iron ore, loose iron ore spots. Kazi was looking through them, but we didn't really get to that at the end of it.
It really depends on how long you want to spend here. However, there are depreciating returns. Mithril ore appears in pockets, and you have to mine quite a bit to get to each pocket. It can be an entire dwarven career of just figuring out what's the best direction to mine in order to find the next pocket of mithril ore.
Yeah. How much ore do we get?
20 pounds.
How much is that? How much does plate armor weigh?
65.
That's 65 pounds of steel. How many pounds of
Oh, because mithril is
mithril
lighter,
does plate armor take?
isn't it?
Yeah, it's lighter.
That is correct. However, most of what you have appears to be stone. It has small, chunks of stone that have streaks of the mithril deposit in it.
Oh,
There's no telling how much you would get out of each chunk of ore without being a smith dedicated to the art of refining mithril ore and using it for smithing purposes. It wouldn't be difficult to find a book on, say, iron ore, how much you could get from different types. However, for mithril, it's much more guarded secrets.
Let's see.
what do you want to do?
I don't know. Do we go back to Iron Crag?
Kazi wants to look around a little more, see if he can find out who the person was that put the stuff there.
Yeah, where are you looking exactly?
If we're staying to look
No, I guess-
around.
Let me think on this for a second.
All right.
All right, he's gonna look for any recent footprints near the mine or the area.
Make a perception check. Or I guess actually this would be either perception or survival. I would allow either one.
Investigation.
Investigation? No. Investigation would be like figuring out perhaps what type of footprints they were. Once you know the location.
Okay.
No, once you know the location of something, investigation would take over. But finding something is mostly in survival or perception. Specifically survival with tracking things. 15.
Okay. 15.
You look around, there doesn't appear to be any recent footsteps. In fact, this mine feels like it hasn't been touched for a long time. There is rock dust on the ground that has not been disturbed besides your guys' own footprints.
I was gonna look for other iron ore deposits in the wall, because like how we saw the iron ore deposit that had mithril ore behind it.
There is a second
look
one
at other-
farther into the cave.
Okay.
It all
Kazi is gonna investigate.
It also collapses to reveal a smaller, though still significant, section of mithril ore.
Do I need
I
to
don't mind
attack?
this.
Yeah.
All right,
Do
if
you
you
want
want
me
to
to
take
roll for an
time
attack?
to mine it, go ahead and make an attack with the pickaxe, Ruben. We're playing miners and caves right now. 25. You managed to collect an additional 10 pounds of mithril ore from this deposit before it is completely
Yeah.
depleted. Further along, the mine does go further in, but not incredibly far, and it's dead ends at a random spot. They were heading in some direction, but you're not sure. It must be at least like 100 feet of tunnel with nothing on either side. No signs of any ores.
Can we whack the end of the tunnel? See if it's like a false wall.
Yeah, you can. Make an attack. You take your pickaxe and slam it against the very solid, very hard as rock wall, and the head of the pickaxe just completely snaps off. Or not the head, the end of your handle just snaps, and the pickaxe head goes flying.
I guess pickaxes don't like mining mithril.
It is now a broken pickaxe. Pickaxe broke.
Well, I guess we're done here. How much mithril did we end up getting overall?
30 pounds in total.
30 pounds.
Where are you guys going next?
I think we're headed back to town. You guys? Makes
I
more
don't think
sense.
we've got anywhere else to go.
The plains route, it'll take about a day, so you'd have to camp somewhere along the way. About half a day, but it is getting to night.
Let's travel half a day out. We've all taken long rests at this point.
I believe
Yeah,
you
I
guys
think so.
rested after you were ambushed by the kobolds.
Yeah.
But you have been traveling all day
we
since
did.
then.
How long does it take Ruben to mine the last little bit of ore?
I would say an hour or so. The first deposit took about 3 hours. Before you go, however, Adrien, you are looking across this village that is a desolate ruin, destroyed, so far as you've heard, by a black dragon a number of years ago. The short sword, the strange rusted one, shifts a little bit. It changes. You can sense it with your supernatural warlock senses. You can now attune this item.
What's the woe for?
Did you not catch what Andrew said?
Yeah, I did. I didn't know if anything else crazy happened.
No, it's that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so technically, 2 sessions back, I did something I wasn't supposed to with the sword. I made an attack with True Strike when I didn't have proficiency. When we tested it that one time, and I did an attack on Kazi, so it
No,
just did.
Yeah, that was fine. I didn't realize it until afterwards either.
So canonically, we can technically say that's just echoes of future power.
Perhaps. This will take
so-
a short rest in order to attune to it. You have to
It's what I
spend some
figured.
time with the weapon.
Although, at what point does this happen? Because you said it was going to take Ruben about an hour to clear out the last piece.
It happens when you are back amongst the village.
Oh.
Something in this village has awakened the purpose of this weapon.
Oh. Plot thickens.
So we're in the destroyed village?
Yeah, you're in Granite Ridge.
Yeah, we're in Granite Ridge.
I pull out the sword and look at it.
It still looks pretty mundane, still rusted a little bit. But something about it is different, but you can't quite place what it is.
I'm going to cast Identify on it.
Nothing. No, this is a non-magical sword.
Oh. Even after casting Identify?
Yep.
Adrien is gonna go try and find Kazi. Or would they have all noticed Adrien casting Identify on this same sword a second time?
I would imagine everybody sees you pulling out the sword and then casting some magic on it.
Adrien points at Kazi and... Hold on a second, just double checking, make sure I have message prepared. Yeah, I have message prepared. He's gonna point at Kazi. Do you know I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of attunement to a non-magical weapon?
As he rolls an Arcana check, I'm guessing.
Make a history check.
Clearly there's some form of magic
17.
on this sword, but it's potent or tricky enough that it doesn't show up on Identify.
A very
I checked
powerful,
twice.
17.
very powerful magic items, Kazi. You would hear about this in your studies in Imberfell. There are magical items that are intentionally hidden, like their abilities, and they cannot be detected by the Identify spell or the detect magic.
Oh. So Kazi explains this to Ruben. Or not Ruben.
Certainly
But
makes
they are
sense.
They are incredibly rare items.
That certainly makes sense. I know we've seen that to an extent with the axe that Ruben had.
Yeah, we couldn't find the curse on it.
That was only a portion of the weapon. The curse. Do any of you, out of character, do any of you wonder why I'm asking about this all of a sudden?
He assumes you're holding your sword, right?
Yeah, because I pulled it out to look at it, and you saw me cast Identify. As he certainly would recognize Identify if he caught me casting it, because that was the ritual.
So Kazi asks, cast message back. First off, why are we keeping it a secret? And second, can you attune to your sword?
Wait,
It must be more powerful than we anticipated.
okay, yeah, that's fair. Maybe Kazi can actually guess that.
But you just asked him about attunement. Of course he's gonna figure it out.
No, I don't think I asked about attunement. Oh, no, I didn't, Yeah.
You did.
Oh, stupid. I get the feeling I can attune to it now. Do you think that's wise? Or
Last time I attuned to something, I got cursed.
that's why I'm cautious?
And it was out of the same vault, so...
Also, very fair. But in your case, it worked out. We got lucky.
And if this weapon can hide its fact that it's magical or something like that, it's probably more powerful than mine. We need to take a more powerful wizard to remove that spell.
It's completely hidden as opposed to merely the curse. Out of character, I feel like taking the sword is gonna push me in a certain direction for level 5 invocations. Anyway, the question being, especially now that we've realized, and now that I've discovered I can attune to it, the question is, do we even let this into the Archmage? It was Cold Heart? Do we even let Cold Heart see this at this point? Because he could totally lie to us about what it is. I don't know that any of us would trust him. Truly.
Yeah. He definitely has these weird stories.
I'd honestly only trust and the wizard I completely trust is my uncle.
Wait, have we had the conversation about...
Yeah, we did. I think that was last session.
Okay.
Or maybe the session before.
Yeah, because I was like,
Oh, okay.
hey, Kazi, didn't you go to Emberfell?
Yep. I think we should check in with Ruben's cousin and then go to Emberfell. How's that for a plan? This sword is really starting to intrigue me, he says.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel like we can really do anything about a dragon that's wearing mithril armor,
Okay.
let alone a dragon.
yes,
no
we
joke.
should let someone know about the dragon, but the problem is, we've only seen this in a dream. Even if we believe it's accurate...
Didn't we see footprints?
Oh, we saw draconic footprints?
I think we did. Maybe I made that up.
Nope, you did not see any draconic footprints. You did run in, you are aware that there are more kobolds in that area, though you haven't seen a dragon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, out of character. I really want to just attune to it and see what happens.
Your character instantly dies.
What did you say, Kazi?
So are you going to attune to it? Kazi turns to you. Are you planning on attuning to it? With a curious look on his face.
Oh, it's tempting.
The sword does seem to like you. Can Kazi perform an investigation check on the sword or an arcana check to see
I
if
feel like that would be
he
Arcana.
can find anything out?
What are you trying to figure out?
Arcana to see if he can sense any magic or which school of magic the
Yeah,
sword
you
leans toward.
could attempt it again. Though the last couple of times you didn't notice anything.
Adrien presumably would do
And
it
never mind.
Arcana as well. Adrien got a 19
Adrien, it
on
is different.
Arcana.
It is different for you because you are currently holding the sword and you've created some sort of connection with it. But you can tell now, it's almost like it's some sort of part of the magic of this sword. It is almost like junk. You get the sense that part of your mind is being forced to acknowledge this thing as junk, as a rusted short sword that is of no use to anyone.
I get the feeling it doesn't want to be recognized. Like it's hiding. This was in character.
Maybe it is more powerful than we thought. I think it is. Interesting.
If there was a curse, I do suppose attuning to it here would be best in an isolate, as we're isolated. Although,
I think we should wait until we speak with your uncle. Until we speak with
oh, I want to attune to it. It's so bad.
Are you guys
figure out what it does?
Are you guys traveling or taking a short rest? Unless you have more.
Oh man.
Traveling toward the city that we're just in. What's the name of it?
Ironcrag.
Ironcrag.
All right. You begin
But
traveling.
do I get one more question, Andrew? Do I get the sense that the ability to attune would fade with as we leave?
No, it does. The ability to tune does not fade. It stays the same. However, as night is falling and the sun is setting and you guys make it, I would say, like, it was pretty late in the day at this point. So I want to say you do some traveling. You guys can take rations and take a long rest if you wish, or you can continue going on throughout the night. But if you keep traveling throughout the night continuously, you will have to make a Constitution saving throw or take exhaustion.
I feel like we've taken a long rest because...
Yes, but it's a new day already. We spent so long in the mine.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, that's why I've been able to change things.
Take a long rest.
And you did some traveling from the monsters coming down into the fields and the plains, and that took a bit.
Let's do a watch rotation.
All right. Who's taking first watch? Also, mark off rations. Everybody mark off rations.
Yep. Okay, I did buy rations last session at the end, and I marked off the appropriate amount of gold.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I marked off rations.
Okay.
I'll take
Joel,
first watch.
Did you mark off rations, Joel?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right. Whoever's taking first watch, make a perception check.
Oh, that's fun.
Wait,
Kazi.
Kazi was taking first watch?
Yeah.
hold up.
Okay.
13.
Andrew?
Yeah?
It says I only have one ration. I thought I marked off that I had purchased rations.
Maybe you added it to something else?
Did the sword eat them?
No, okay, I will tell you as a GM, the sword did not eat your rations.
Oh,
That would be funny, though.
I thought you were actually just doing that for real.
That would be funny. Good idea for next time, but no, it did not happen.
Oh, so there's going to be a next?
How many did you purchase?
I think it was like... I want to say it was at least... Actually, looking at my gold count... Gold count didn't change, but... The number of silver might have... I want to say it was 5 whole rations for 10 portions. But I don't know if that disappeared. I don't know if my gold or my money has been reset as well. If I ended up making the change
not sure.
after you shut it down.
I just mark more rations. And then I guess we'll say go ahead and mark that you have more rations, and then mark off the cost from your gold. We'll just assume that the
Okay.
transaction didn't go through for some reason. All right,
And then I'm gonna mark one down because
Ruben,
took a long rest.
you're taking watch? Make a
It's 2.5
perception check.
days.
I think Kazi said he was.
Take first
Kazi
watch.
rolled.
Okay, yeah.
15.
So, Kazi, you resting throughout the night, you keep watch for the first chunk of it. Thankfully, nothing pops up during the night. It is quiet. There is the sound of wind rustling. There is the constant blowing of snow. So you have to sit under a... Actually, what do you guys have for camping equipment? Do any of you have a tent?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Oh, you guys are really roughing it.
I have a bedroll.
Better be thankful this is the Cold Valley region, or else you would get negative effects from sleeping out in the cold.
I got a blanket and a robe.
Yeah,
Kazi has a
so
second robe on top. Yeah.
you have to constantly throughout the night brush off the snow, and as you guys wake up in the morning, I don't think I've explained this the couple other times you camped out in this region, but as you wake up, there's like an inch of snow on you guys, and you have to brush it off. But yeah, Kazi, you just keep watch, but nothing happens. I'm gonna need second shift to make a perception check.
I can go next, or Manius.
I don't mean I need to switch off of
Has
private.
Adrien actually taken a watch yet? I don't know that I have.
Kreth volunteers to anyway.
All right,
Is
Kreth.
there a third? Are we doing 2 watches or 3?
I would say 2 is fine. Kreth.
That's a nat 20.
A natural 20. Yeah. You keep an eagle eye on the entire situation. You notice that there is, over the course of the night, there is actually, far off into the distance, closer to the road heading towards, heading to Lake Town in Deepstone, there is a merchant caravan that is, for some reason, traveling throughout the night. But that's all in the distance. Thankfully, nothing attacks you. Though, if anything did attempt to sneak up on you, you would have saw it coming a mile away.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys get up. Oh, also, as you get up in the morning, Adrien, you get the sense that this sword, if you wish, can now be given to somebody else. But that's the only change in the magic item. But you guys take about a half a day's travel, and you arrive maybe about in early afternoon to the city of Ironcrag.
And in this, like, the ability to attune doesn't seem to have changed. It just seems to have maybe lost interest in me in a way.
It doesn't exactly have... It's not like a sentient weapon, but it does have... Powerful magic items have a will, and this one in particular wants to be used. And if you won't use it, then perhaps somebody else will.
Okay.
Ah.
Can Adrien attune to it as at the end of the long rest?
Yeah, you could. Would you like to do it?
Or would I not get this sense of that happening until the end of the long rest?
It would be maybe about halfway through the night.
Okay.
So you just attune to it then?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I just want to figure out what's gonna happen. And especially with it seeming willing to go on, or with it wanting to be used, if someone else takes it, that could really be a problem for us later on down the line.
Yeah, I guess so.
You begin to, as the sun is coming up over the horizon, you take out the short sword and begin examining it. You begin the process of attunement to a strange weapon. You begin to gain understanding of the forging, of the creation process of this weapon, of the intent that the forge master had, that the artificer that worked with a very skilled smith worked in tandem to craft this item. This is the will of people who have had enough of their tyrants. An ancient blade that you now understand why it seems to be a mundane and fairly useless weapon. For no dragon would ever pluck this from the ground. This would never end up in a dragon's hoard, because this blade is meant to kill dragons. This
Oh.
weapon
Yeah.
is Parent Killer.
Wait.
Parent Killer.
Okay. That's not ominous at all.
Whoa, that's a better item!
This is the magical nature and effects are only detectable once a creature has attuned this item. It is draconic. This item grows warm whenever you are within 120 feet of a dragon. It is never lost. This item returns to its owner whenever lost. It is Dragon's Bane. This item does an extra 1d6 of damage when used to attack a draconic creature, and it also gives you natural skill. While attuned to this item, you have proficiency in short swords.
Recall slain foes. You can cast.
Oh yeah, did I not finish that? Shoot.
That got
No.
cut off.
I can't believe that got. Let me quick fix that. The final effect is
That's it. 40,000 gold.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that puts it in the very rare category. Unless that puts it above that, but
Is that not legendary?
it's at minimum very rare.
What's the cost here?
there we go. And recall slain foes. You can cast summon dragons using this item. Summon dragon. Every day at dawn, there's a 1 in 4 chance of regaining this feature after use.
Wait, isn't that
Wait.
a third, fourth level spell?
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah, that's a fifth level spell.
This
It's not that spell.
This weapon was made by Dragonborn in order to kill their... Yeah. This weapon was forged by Dragonborn in order to kill dragons. That is the intent. That is the use of this sword, Adrien.
Nice.
Summon Dragon, I have a question for that. AC 14 plus the spell's level. Would I be casting that as 5th level because of sword magic?
Yes,
or...
the sword will cast it at 5th level.
Ooh, so it's not like it gets downcast. AC 19 dragon. Its PV is still only mine. Or wait, actually, is its proficiency bonus higher as well because of the 5th level?
The spell summons a creature called a Draconic Spirit, which is basically the equivalent of maybe between a young and a fledgling dragon. Still pretty useful because it uses its own actions and attacks during combat.
Nice.
Would Adrien instinctively know this, or would he have to cast Identify a second time?
Nope.
Or a third time?
Attuning an item makes you aware of all the effects of an item, most of the time.
Okay. So as the rest of you wake up, I assume, you see Adrien just
Staring at the weapon in what you probably recognize as astonishment.
Also, the weapon no longer looks like the rusted blade that you once saw. The illusion, or whatever it was, once the form that the blade had taken before is now gone, and replacing it is a perfectly polished steel blade, and a handle that is forged out of what appears to be red dragon scales. At the pommel is a large gemstone that looks like an eye. One could assume perhaps the eye of a dragon, or a gemstone that was carved to look like it.
Nice. That's nice.
Now the question is...
I mutter to myself, is this a weapon Ruben should use? Would it let me cut attunement?
Yes, you can unattune with something after a minute, I believe.
After what?
After a minute, I want to say. It's in the
Okay.
player's handbook, if I can remember where it is. Here we go. So you can end attunement with another short rest.
Okay. Because I was curious if there was anything blocking unattunement, like the curse on the axe.
No, there is nothing preventing you from unattuning this item. Thankfully, it is not cursed, unlike some of the other items you could have picked.
Like one of the ones we did pick. I assume at this point they're waking up.
Yeah, I'm going to say everybody would be awake at this point. They might have been woken up by your excitement.
As he's waiting.
What did Kazi say?
We're waiting.
During the night, I got a sense that somebody else could attune to it now, or just in general. For one, I really wanted to figure out what would happen if I attuned to it, and second,
They got greedy.
if someone else attunes to it,
They got greedy.
that could cause problems for it and for us. Given its properties, now I know that wouldn't so much have been a threat to us, but certainly
They got
having
greedy.
it is a great help. Perhaps not so much greedy as overly curious, but in essence, this is worth more than all of the loot we have collected so far combined.
Huh.
This weapon actually seems quite suited to Ruben.
As in?
It is a weapon designed specifically to kill dragons.
Ruben's head snaps off at that.
Forged by Dragonborn to throw off their
As he looks over.
overlords. That's what I got a sense of after I attuned to it. I seem to be able to end attunement to it like a normal magical item, so should I choose to hand it off to Ruben, that would be possible. I also get the sense that despite the fact that I have no prior training in short swords, that wouldn't really be a problem.
Fascinating.
The plot thickens.
It'll get hot, it'll get warm if I'm within about 40 yards of a dragon, and it lets me cast a 5th level spell.
A what?
Some dragon.
Weird.
What, Kazi doesn't have more of a reaction to that?
You can cast a 5th level spell. Kazi just walks over to the corner of the camp and just starts grumbling.
It's only the sword!
And you hear as Kazi walks by, hear him mutter under his breath, "I wanted to cast that spell." It's basically like being a wizard and taking one of the spells that they want to be able to cast.
Resistances.
Yeah, they're ridiculous, aren't they?
It is resistant to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison damage. Fly 60, swim 30, walk 30.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the duration on summon? Concentration up to 1 hour.
So you need concentration on it, but still.
It is
Okay,
a pretty strong spell if you need an extra hand in a fight.
so the question, it's only got about a 25% chance to regenerate its charge, so it's weaker than your typical wand, but that also comes with the fact that it's more lethal to dragons specifically. What is its
Leaving. Kazi asks.
What was your question?
friend? I was like, what is its attack?
Oh,
And
yes.
this is friend 1d6 plus 4. Is it really only?
It has multi-attack.
Is it just
Yeah.
2 attacks?
So it would make, yes, 2 attacks.
Down. And it uses a breath weapon? Oh, so that's effectively 3 attacks? Or...
Yeah, that's true.
So that's basically 2d6... That's 4... No, it's 60... Yeah, that's 46 plus 8 potential damage on a turn. And the part of that's area of effect.
It's quite the useful spell.
I could also technically use it to snipe enemies from relative safety. Should be interesting. So I wouldn't want to be attacked while I'm concentrating on that, because losing that would be too great. Anyway, back to this story.
Alright, so we're continuing, I'm guessing?
Yes, after some more traveling, you are now in the city of Ironcrag. It is the same as when you left it. Part of the city is like on an island within the river, and the other half is the majority of it is is walled off along the side of the river, and including Rowan's shop, which I definitely remember the name of. Rosewood Smiths, which does not take long to find. It's only like a block or two away from the outer wall. So
Rosewood Smith.
Now you've returned. What's the plan?
Alright. Look for Ruben's cousin and inform him of the likely enslavement or death is... What's it called? Servant? No, Prince.
By the gods, I told him to be careful during that journey. And now he's... You said he captured? You didn't find his body or anything?
No, no bodies.
At least I can
But we
think.
saw slave tracks.
At least I can
And
think
we
for
don't want to
that.
fight a dragon.
You can't do anything about it?
Do you want to fight a dragon? Ozzy asks, raising his eyebrow.
No, but you can't just send in some rescue mission?
Ozzy just looks at him. No, we don't have the skills.
Okay.
Or a death wish.
My apprentice is not... Lockstep is not the most competent of smiths, but he has heart. And so I would prefer it if he were alive and back over here, working under my roof, than in some dragon's den.
We will be back to rescue him. It just won't be for long. We need to figure some things out before we even have the capability to do such a thing.
But... Okay. I don't suppose there's anything I can do to convince you? I don't have the money to pay a group of adventurers powerful enough to take on a dragon.
Here's the thing, Kazi says, looking at him. We fully intend to kill the dragon. However, this might take a few
years. You don't know Lockstep as well as I do. He is not going to survive that long without... You'll know when you meet him. If you meet him. Damn it.
Such faith. We'll see what we can do. Our next journey is to Emberfell. We'll see if we can spread the word about the dragon and maybe get some people to help us take it down quicker.
Emberfell? That's quite a journey.
It may well be.
Good luck with that. I can spread word that there's some sort of dragon in those mountains. Maybe the guild will put up a bounty, but I doubt it. I think that dragon's been lying low. We didn't even know about it, and we're maybe a couple days travel from it? Maybe it just moved in? No.
No, it's been there for years.
If that's the same dragon that
At least
destroyed
been
our
there for 9
village,
years.
what has it been doing over this past almost decade?
We suspect it's...
Making it
Actually, I have a question. Do you know what they were mining? What was the main resource that they mined in your village?
Iron ore.
Are you 100% certain of this?
You can make an insight check for this.
15.
I am 100% certain.
Kazi pulls out his
vial.
vial of mithril ore dust. Do you recognize what this is?
Mithril ore dust.
Say that again?
Mithril ore.
This is what we found in a pile at your village.
He takes a look around. He ushers you guys to step a little closer. Since his little courtyard where he does his work is open to an alleyway, there's not a ton of privacy. So he says, listen, I guess there's no point in keeping this secret if nobody even mines in Granite Ridge anymore. Yes, we mined mithril and refined it.
You knew about it, and I didn't.
We didn't let everyone know. Mostly the head miners and your father. He was involved he is an expert in the refinement process. He has techniques mostly with furnaces for getting the furnace hot enough to even melt the stuff. And my master could smith it.
And that, as he says, looking at Ruben, is why the dragon attacked your village. It was to get skilled mithril miners and workers.
That can't be right. How would have even known that there was mithril there to begin with?
No idea. Let's just say we were shown a vision of a dragon, black dragon, and a mithril plate.
That sounds terrifying.
Yes. Yeah, now you understand why we don't want to fight the dragon.
You can't just... Aren't adventurers supposed to be very sneaky? You could sneak in there, maybe? I'm not gonna order you to risk your lives, as much as it would be to save another. That's not my place. And I don't have my own... I lack the personal skill to go out there either. So my hands are tied.
If we could, we would. Kaz said with a shrug. But we can't. So my apologies.
Are you leaving town today?
It was a plan, yes?
Then, good luck.
You as well.
The gods be with you. Vesper will be with you as well. That is the...
What did you say?
That is the god that Ruben serves, actually. That he has the crest of Vesper.
Ah. Okay. I guess we should get going then. Are you guys ready to travel to Emberfell? Because Kazi wants to go to Emberfell to study their library.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Do you guys have any other ideas?
No.
No. Then we can have another piece of the map. That'd be fun.
Alright, let us head in this direction. Actually, I don't want to go past the dragon. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
This way? South?
Alright. Sorry, where are you going? Which direction are you heading?
No.
South, across
South.
the mountain range to the south. Alright. Which route are you taking? Are you crossing the river?
Yes? No.
Alright. Yep, you guys are headed south, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
you
we're
cross
crossing the river, going through the forest and the mountains.
There is a bridge pretty close to Ironcrag, and it doesn't take long before you're across the river. Next, you are going to do some more traveling. Alright, whoever is leading you guys, make a survival check.
I will do
Would
that.
you like to do the honors?
Yeah. 18.
Kreth, as you are making your way through the mountains, you guys start going through a bit of the forest before making your way up more ridges of mountains. You realize, unlike the northern mountain range of this region, there are a lot more birds here, and you spot a couple of particularly more dangerous ones. Large, swooping birds of prey that are further south of this mountains. You risk running into them if you continue this way. But this is the most direct path. But that is what you notice with your check. Also, you make it, since you are going through mountainous regions, you go half as fast. So, you will go 10 miles, which is to about here. And then you can either continue journeying. At this point, it is sunset. So you can continue journeying for more time, for another 8 hours, but you have a chance to gain exhaustion. Or you can camp for the night, but that will require you to have rations.
How about we rest for tonight?
Yeah.
All right, everybody can
Or is it
take
not?
a long rest. Who is keeping watch?
Kazi can take first watch.
All right.
What check do I need to make? Perception?
Kazi, make a perception check just to keep an eye out.
10. I am not very aware right now. Kazi's too focused on his books, trying to find mentions of a dragon-slaying weapon.
Kazi, as you are reading
Yes.
your book and keeping an eye out for anything noticeable, a storm is rolling in. Normally, it's always cloudy in this region and it's always snowing, but now it becomes blistery. And there are... Oh, I should probably change the music. You guys are no longer in town. What's this? Will this work? Nope, too calm. As you are perched along this cliff face, you are barely shielded from the strong winds that blow across the mountain range. You hear lightning strikes, and every once in a while, a lightning will flash and will light up a mountain peak or two. You just see the silhouettes of these huge, rising earthen mountains. And that's all you can see for your shift, as it is very dark.
Wait, rising of earth and mountains? So, like,
Yeah.
earth is coming up?
It's not rising. I was just trying to be descriptive, but I'm terrible at it.
Oh, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Made me nervous for a second.
Yeah, silhouettes
wanna
of
fight giant elementals.
vast mountains, but that's all you can make out. Who's doing the second shift?
I can take it.
All right, Kreth, make a perception check.
Oops, I accidentally hit performance. There we go.
Okay. Kreth, you, as Kazi wakes you up and he himself goes to sleep, you notice, as you're watching this storm, the lightning probably might have woken you up several times over the last 4 hours, but you see far into the distance, mountains away, there is a huge figure standing on top of one of the peaks. In its hands, it clutches lightning, and every once in a while, it strikes something in the air, and something falls from the sky. But this is happening like miles away, maybe like 20 or 30 miles away. And the fact that you can see it from this distance means that it must be huge.
Do you tell anyone about this or no?
Yeah. Is it? I'll probably just wait till the morning though.
In the morning, it is still snowing heavily. It's still in the middle of a snowstorm, but the lightning has stopped. You guys can all take a long rest, and you regain all your health and spell slots and that sort of thing. Are you guys continuing south?
Yes.
All right, Kreth, I'm going to need another survival check from you.
Alright.
Oh, and you're making it another 10 miles throughout this mountain range, almost to the very end of the Cold Valley region.
I got 24.
24. Bumbling down the road along one of the slopes, Kreth, you are first to notice the signs of something up ahead. Your ears manage to parse out the sounds of thumping of two large creatures. You peek over the ridge to see down, directly in the path of where you're going. These two lumbering creatures are walking. They look almost like giants, but they each have two heads, and they're walking. Their paths intersect with yours up ahead, but they are. Thankfully, you spotted them in time, and they are walking past, rather than you guys running into them.
Does Kazi recognize them?
Make a. What would this be? Nature check? I need to double check what the checks all mean. 10. These, you remember the name of them. These are called Ettins. They're a creature that is actually, they are giants, though not nearly as tough as giants, but still pretty dangerous. And there are two of them.
Fight, or we flee, or just ignore them, as he asks.
Why don't we just ignore them?
We could. What if they attack someone who can't defend themselves?
Do you see anybody else?
No, but what if there is? They're walking down the trail, right? The road? Andrew?
Huh?
They're walking down the road, right?
You're not necessarily on a road. This is more of like the mix between a game trail and a well-trodden path. But these two Ettins are walking in their own direction. You're off of the path at this point, and you're just walking down where water must have cut through the stone long ago, leaving smoother incline than sheer cliffs to the left and right of you.
I'll fight him, he says. I'll beat him up.
You're just gonna decide to randomly beat up a giant?
They're monsters. They're like trolls, but not as regenerated.
Sure.
How about the rest of you? What do you think?
It would certainly
or
give
against?
us. What was that?
For or against?
It would certainly give us a chance to test this out. Adrien says, pulling out the parent killer.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So are
Let's
you guys?
somewhat
Test it out.
fundamentally change my combat, but
I can add you guys to the battle map here if you are in fact engaging these Ettins.
Let us engage the Essence.
1 second. Oh, here we go. All right, so you guys are behind these trees over here, or you're off to the side. The two Ettins are over here, and they're heading in this direction. So they're heading to the left
Where is
side
the
of the
cliff?
map. You were looking over a ridge that was like just north of the map here.
Okay, so this right here is a cliff, and what is this? A river or a stream?
Yes, that is a stream that is cutting through.
Okay, so we could walk across it if we had to, like a drop off.
Oh yeah, but it is completely frozen though. It's completely frozen over.
Okay.
So yeah, how do you guys want to position yourselves? Because you do have a moment where these Ettins are not aware of you. But any closer than this tree, and you will have to make a stealth check of some kind.
Is this like a cliff?
Yes, this is a 30-foot cliff. On both sides.
Okay.
Would Kazi know the weaknesses of this particular race from his studies, or no?
You don't remember the exact...
Right, Kazi is going to cast Mage Armor on himself, and he's going to cast Blade Ward.
All right. Is there anything else anybody's doing?
I would say that they'd probably notice if I tried to climb up the cliff.
That is possible, yeah. You would become... There's like a ridge line of snow, so you guys are just out of view of them if you duck down.
Okay.
Ruben's gonna cast Shield of Faith.
All right.
Do we have a minute to prepare?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to cast second level. I'm going to cast Aid on you all, and then I'm going to use Magical Cunning.
What does Aid do?
You probably still have it applied.
You probably still have it applied, but
Go ahead.
you
it would have expired by now.
Go ahead and cast Aid, and we should be able to... I might be able to just add it to you guys. Too, right? Actually, yeah, I can do it automatically. Look at this. You're casting on these.
It doesn't
three,
automatically add the 5 extra hit points, though.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, on the other 3.
Shoot, I lost it now. Not let it... Oh, here we go. Wait, if I add it to Kreth, what happens? Oh, no, it's working. Looks like it's working to me. Check your character sheet. Oh, I think Ruben double dipped somehow.
I already had it on me.
I can remove it.
And then, as we open the fight,
there we go.
I am going to cast Summon Dragon.
Oh, okay.
Kazi's going to cast Shatter on the right between the two.
Oh, wait.
Do we know what type of damage these creatures would do? Or is it just
Judging by they are both carrying axes and large maces, so probably just physical attacks.
So the resistance feature of Summon of Draconic Spirit wouldn't be
not as useful here.
Too useful here.
All right, I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative. However, you all have surprised them, so you all can roll with advantage. So just go ahead and select.
What happens if I take double resistance in cold?
Nothing, they don't stack.
Taking
Familiars?
resistance cold would be pointless. I'm just gonna cast.
Yes, I can have that. Where are you summoning the Draconic Spirit? Actually, we will do that on your turn here. Youch, you got a 4 with advantage, Ruben?
Oh wait, we were supposed to roll advantage?
Yeah, roll one more time. You got it?
Not going through.
I can have you re-roll. I can just click it. Okay, no. That was even worse. Okay, it's gonna be a 4 then. The two Attins are surprised, so they will have disadvantage. All right. And the owl has been added to the initiative, so now you can roll for the owl. All right, so the owl is first at the beginning of the round. You guys are in the middle of ambushing these two Attins. What is the owl doing?
But don't we attack? We all get a chance to attack before they attack, right?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I'm pretty sure I said some things in the past. However, okay, so I said some things in the past. However, rules as written, whenever you attack somebody who's unaware, you gain like advantage on the initiative, and that's the only thing that happens now. but I will allow you guys to get off initial attacks. You
Okay.
all can get one action off. So we'll start with the initiative order. Kreth, you can get before the combat even starts, you're getting a hit off. What do you want to do for your action?
All right, I'm gonna mark the first one and then shoot him.
Okay. He is marked. Go ahead and make an attack. And this will be with advantage, because they are unaware.
Okay.
At least this one will be. The first attack on each of these two creatures will be with advantage.
22.
All right, yep, that will hit.
And then I get the +6 because I marked it.
All right. Joel's doing some damage. 15 piercing damage as the heavy metal bolt slams into the chest of this creature. It reels back, almost being completely knocked over. Do you want to push it?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
You can push it 10 feet away from you, so it's gonna move. It's actually gonna. It stumbles back and hits its back against this tree here.
Yeah, it's gonna do that.
Oh, you have Hunter's Lore? You can tell that this creature has no weaknesses. And
Oh, I was just trying to look at that. Yeah, I
no,
was trying to figure out
it
at
has
stuff.
no immunities, no resistances, and no vulnerabilities.
Nothing. Lame.
Nothing. It is fast. You do realize it is fast though. So these guys are pretty quick, surprisingly quick for their size.
Gotcha.
All right, but yeah, that's not your turn. That's just your first attack before the combat starts. Kazi, what would you like to do?
Kazi is going to cast Shatter. Right. Oh, they just put it in the random spot. Right here.
Is that
It's
within
60
range?
away. Yeah, right there. At 60 feet.
Oh, okay. All right, they're both going to make Constitution saving throws. That is going to be a 10 and a 13, so they both fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
They both take the same amount of damage from the spell?
Yes. It's just easier if you roll damage
13.
once.
Yeah.
All right.
13
that
damage.
One takes 13, and that one takes 13.
Hey, Andrew. Can you add Summon Dragon to the item so I can
Yes.
cast it?
So, how do I add it to the item, actually? I'm not entirely sure of how to do that with custom items, but I can attempt to. If I add Player's Handbook, Spells, Summon Dragons. Oh, I can do that, kind of. There we go. I've added it to the very bottom of the description for Parent Killer. I don't know if you can use it that way. There. It should be Summon Dragon. You might not have the ability to cast it.
No, it doesn't look like it.
We can do this manually. It should only take a second. I have... Where are you placing it? It should... Summon Dragon has a range of 60 feet. So where are you placing it?
I'm assuming I'm going to, just... Let me grab the measuring tool here real quick. Oh, I'm just going to plop it right on top of them.
All right. Right after the shatter, they have just enough time to say, huh? Like in they're speaking common. Huh? What? And they're not even able to finish their sentences before a spiritual dragon suddenly pops into existence right next to them. It is going to... Does it take your initiative? Let's see here.
Yeah, it...
Yes, okay. So it'll have your initiative. As initiative of 11. There we go. And... Ruben, anything you want to do as a last action before the fight starts?
Yeah, I'm going to use my short bow. Shoot an arrow at them.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Does the short bow have enough range for that?
17. That will hit. Yeah, what is the range in that short bow?
Is it like 80?
I know it's pretty high.
Yeah, it's 80.
Yep, it's within range. 17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage. 22, it's a critical.
Ouch. All right. That is enough. The arrow hits it directly in one of its heads, and it begins bleeding very heavily. It is now bloodied.
I accidentally hit the attack button again instead of going for damage. I apologize.
And now, at the start of the round...
Yep.
Andrew?
I'm gonna shoot at the one I've
another
marked.
attack.
Huh?
I did another attack instead of rolling for damage.
Oh,
I
okay.
hit the wrong button.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. Okay, that makes a little more sense than.
I believe I can re-roll it. Can't I re-roll it?
I believe that's only for melee weapons, I want to say. Is that correct? Melee weapons.
I'm trying to find it.
That is in. Savage Attacker. Nope, that's for just any weapon. Alright, yeah, you can go ahead and roll that damage again. Alright, same thing. Okay.
Roll 3.
Yep, Kreth, it is now your turn. So your bow does not nearly do that much amount of damage, but it does hit it does get through the thick skin of the giant.
I roll a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage again. And then,
I only roll a 5.
and a d6.
Oh, but hold on. You're telling me I only rolled a 5? I'm gonna re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. And so that's gonna be
11.
11 instead, but I get to use a D6 and the D8 because of Colossus Slayer. Or is that Colossus Slayer? Which one? Oh yeah, Colossus Slayer.
All right, it is
So that's
now
18 damage.
the second huge bolt slams into this Etten, and it is now bloodied. Before they can even do anything, your surprise attacks are doing quite a bit of damage to these creatures.
Yeah. Is that blue dragon on our side? What's that doing there?
Yes, that is from Adrien's sword. He's able to cast Summon Dragon once every couple of days.
How good is that dragon's dexterity?
Dexterity, it is alright. Kind of meh.
Alright, I'll just use Snaring Strike.
+2 to dex.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah, this thing has better stats than all of us, I think. Because the only thing it doesn't have a +2 or higher in is intelligence, and it's a 0. It only stays around for a minute, but
And Snaring Strike, okay, the Etten is going to make a strength saving throw. That it is going to succeed. Do other creatures around it? Or is it just that
I don't
creature?
think so. I think its Snaring Strike is just that creature.
Okay, so the vines begin to wrap around it, but it manages to cut through many of the vines using its huge axe. Alright, and anything else you would like to do on your turn, Kreth?
No, that was all my action, bonus action already.
Kazi, it is now your turn.
Kazi is gonna take. Oh, I just moved it. Move. I think 15 feet forward. He's gotta move to there.
Okay.
Oh, wait, why couldn't I move? Hang on.
You have the measuring tool.
No, I'm not. There's a wall in the way or something.
There should not be. Oh, what the heck? Okay, there you go. There's just a random wall in the middle of. There was a random invisible wall in the middle of the field. I don't know why that was the case.
He's gotta go 15 feet forward.
Alright.
Alright, then he's gonna cast Shatter once more. He can place it so that the dragon doesn't get hit.
Alright, they're both going to make Constitution saving throws again. That one will succeed. Go ahead and roll for damage. And that one will fail. So the one with more health will fail. 15 points of damage.
15 damage.
One of them is halved to. The wounded one has it halved to 7. And then this one takes full 15. Yeah, so another shatter spell goes off, splintering the tree, and the Ettins have to stagger back. They're getting hit with a lot of different attacks. However, it is now the Ettin's turn.
Kai's gonna use his last. Kai's gonna use his last 15 feet of movement to hide back behind the tree.
Okay. This Ettin is most of his field of view is filled up by the spiritual dragon that was just summoned. The dragon just like roars and roars angrily. And the Ettin is going to make an attack. It is going to make multiple attacks. That is going to be... It slams with both of its weapons. That is going to be a 24, which does hit, and is going to make a 16, which unfortunately hits as well. So it's going to roll damage on both of those. At 13 and 11. and 13. With 2 swipes, chunks of spiritual flesh get cut off of this draconic spirit. So, but that will end the Ettin's turn, though it is going to move around this dragon, repositioning itself. Adrien, it is now your turn.
Actually, the second one wouldn't hit.
How that is going to be a 16, I believe, hits.
The AC is 14 plus the spell's level. You said it was cast at 5th level, so that would be AC 19.
Let me double check that. 14 plus the spell's level. Okay, yeah. You are correct. It has a... I don't know why that's the default. The default should be 19 then, I imagine. Unless it's upcast.
If you're... What
Okay,
I'm wondering, if it says 16, did you somehow use my character to cast it, or...
Nope, I just dragged it from the summonable tokens field. No, it had a it was at 14, I believe.
Okay. So it must have just been the fact that the spell's level wasn't applied because of how you applied it.
Okay, so that second hit, it managed to dodge, so that it does not take 11 damage, so I'm going to restore it. And Adrien, it is now your turn.
Okay, so Adrien, on his turn, he can't cast Hex because he's concentrating. He's going to attack this one, casting Guiding Bolts. That is a 25.
Almost a nat 20.
Not quite.
Which one are you hitting?
Right, so 25. The one to the left.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
And that is 13.
Takes 13 radiant damage. It is still not bloodied.
And then the dragon goes after me, right?
Yep. So it is going
So I'm going to tell it to also attack the one on the left.
Okay, it's going to make 2 rend attacks. The first one will hit, but the second one is deflected by the axe of the creature. Oh, I can hear my own... Somebody...
Yeah, I think echoing through Josiah.
You could...
Yeah, there's a little bit of goofiness there.
There you go. All right, so it... Yep, the first one does hit, so it does 10... Nope, okay, 6 damage. So it manages to slash the Ettin, dealing some damage with its claws, but then it rears back and breathes... What type of dragon did you summon, Adrien?
Oh... How do I spirit? Let me check that.
You can choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison.
Okay, so it's not just resistant to all those. It's... Or no, it is resistant to all those.
You have to choose when you cast a spell, technically, what type of
Where does it
breath
say
weapon.
that?
It says it on the breath weapon. This spirit has resistance to your choice when you cast the spell. It doesn't say that specifically. 2d6 damage of a type this spirit has resistance to. So I will tell you, it doesn't matter, except for with cold, because everything has resistance to cold right now.
I'm just gonna say lightning damage, and can it move, like...
It can, but it'll...
No, it would move...
It would take an attack of opportunity. See, this is a...
Would it be able to hit both of them with the breath weapon or not? Because it says 30-foot cone.
So it could emit it anywhere from... here. Unfortunately, no. Not with them both being on either side of the dragon. Not without it taking an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that then.
All
It's
right.
just attacking the one on the left.
Alright, that one's going to make a dexterity saving throw. It is going to barely pass. And so because of that, it is going to...
No, wait, it says it's against my spell save DC, which is, like, 14 or 12. Or...
Ah, that is correct. Okay. It's a little weird with
Because
this one,
my
but
spell save... What is my save DC?
it is more than 8, so the Ettin fails and is going to take 4 lightning damage as the lightning strikes across it. That will end the turn of the summoned dragon. And that will make it the jackal. The jackal is up. Kazi, anything you want the jackal to do?
It's just gonna lurk and...
Alright. The Etten, roaring in anger, it looks to both. It looks at both you guys hiding over in the trees. It can see you guys clearly now. And its second head looks at the dragon, and it seems a little conflicted. And it says, "You can't just hide over there." And then it's gonna start running straight at you guys. The dragon is going to take an attack of opportunity. That is going to be a 23, which will hit. And that'll be 9 points of slashing damage. It managed to get a large chunk of this creature's leg as it runs, but is going to go, wait, where is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then is going to go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, and it's going to say, "Caught you!" And then it's going to raise its axe and prepare its next turn to attack you guys. Ruben, it is now your turn.
All right. I'm going to move around Adrien and Kazi and swear out the oath of enmity and this.
Alright, vow of enmity.
Then I'm going to use my longsword and make an attack with disadvantage.
A
It'll be
24 will hit.
24.
Go ahead and roll damage.
9.
9 damage. All right, it is looking very rough, but still standing as you run around Kazi and stab into this creature as it is raising its battle axe to hit the wizard.
I'm going to use a divine smite.
Okay.
I can cast for free. It'll be 15.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, that would be enough. Your smite manages to finish off the creature, and it just looks fried for a second before it stumbles back, looking a perplexed look on its face before it hits the ground, very much so dead. With the first one dead, it is now Kreth's turn. Kreth, you're up. The one that you put 2 bolts into is now dead.
Alright. Is the other one that's left, is it injured at all?
It is hurt, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my mark to it. And then I'm gonna attack.
21 will hit.
21. I'm rolling crazy today for some reason. I don't think I've rolled lower than like a 16.
That's all of your luck for the next year.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joel, you won't be rolling it good again until next August.
Actually, I'm gonna re-roll this D10. I'm gonna re-roll that. That wasn't very helpful.
Youch, okay.
I went from a 2 to a 1. I
You're
still got a
extra
D6
damage.
and a D8, so that's still 12 damage.
11 extra damage.
Wait, no, it's because I get a 3 plus 1, so
That's 11.
yeah, that is still 5 plus 9, so that's still 16 damage.
Okay. Yep. 5 damage and 11 extra damage. So yeah, your extra damage is really putting in the work. It is looking very injured now and bloodied, but it is still standing. Would you like to push it back?
Yeah.
You can push it back with.
Oh no,
these
actually,
attacks.
there's not really much of a point for that. I'm not gonna do that.
Kazi, it is now your turn.
All right. Wait, the guy in front of me is dead, right?
Yep, it raised its axe to hit you, but then it was struck down by Ruben before it could do anything.
Kazi is going to cast. What's the stupid spell? Chromatic Orb.
All right.
Lightning damage. 13.
13. A 13 will hit.
15 damage.
15 lightning damage. Yeah, okay, yeah, it is fried and its skin starts to smoke, but it is still standing. Barely.
Alright, that's all Kazi can do for his turn.
Alright, this Etten is going to go. All it can really do is just hit the dragon at the moment, so that's what it's going to do. That will, unfortunately, the dragon manages to parry the first strike, but the second strike lands with the Morning Star. That'll be 19 damage onto the dragon. Enough to bloody the spiritually summoned creature, but it is still standing. Adrien, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Eldritch Blast
22.
at the one on.
That'll hit.
the one that the dragon is attacking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it at that one.
Okay.
Or actually, no.
This one is
I'm gonna
dead.
take the. Oh, this one's dead.
Yeah. Ruben
Oh,
killed
so I
it.
don't have to worry about it attacking me.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna just cast Eldritch Blast on this one then. So that's damage. That is 9 force damage.
That'll be enough. Yeah. You guys very quickly make short work of these two Ettins having a pretty good ambush and then getting off a number of very powerful long-range spells and attacks. It is not long before the second one falls from an Eldritch Blast, and you guys are left in the snow.
Does the
That was quick.
Summon Dragon have? Does the Draconic Spirit have a CR to it?
It does not. Because it
Ah.
changes compared to.
I was just curious if we'd get XP if we killed it.
No, you would not get it.
We can't use it to farm for XP? Alright, yeah. So I assume it just fades.
The summoned dragon walks over to you, actually, and says, "Has been slain."
Excellent job.
Do not thank me, human. Were you not carrying the weapon that killed me, I would strike you down. Did I not have this pathetic excuse for a body, I would strike you down. And if I ever have the chance, I will strike you down. All wielders of that blade are blasphemy.
And when you come for me, I will be ready. And at that point, does the spell fade at that point?
How long does it last, actually? Is it an hour?
A minute.
Oh, it's a couple of seconds. The dragon is going to reply before it fades. It's going to say, "You do not have to worry about that. I am long dead." And it fades. What were you saying, Kazi?
Kazi was just going to tell the dragon. A bit dramatic, don't you think?
The dragon just glares at you as it fades. It disappears into, it fades into magical essence from the top down, so it just dissolves. Its head dissolves and then the rest of its body.
Kazi's whole goal was to make it mad with that statement.
Yeah,
Alright.
You get the feeling for a moment, this spell is not just a typical summon dragon spell. This is actually using the spirits of the dragons it has killed in the past. Yeah, with that will end that quick encounter. Would you guys like to know what's going to be on the other side of the map boundary before we end today's session?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
All right, I'm going to need, before you cross over, who is guiding you? I'm guessing it's Kreth. Whoever is guiding you, make a survival check.
This is the one I'm going to fail today.
What's your question, Ruben?
Oh, never.
How much XP did we get?
Oh, sorry. Right. Yep, don't forget XP. That's important. 4 of you guys. Divided by 4. 550 XP.
Nice. So we're at 6,365.
Oh, we're so close. 235.
All right. Oh, okay. So Kreth, you rolled a 10 for survival, so you guys make it to the end of the mountains. Your random encounter going very well because of Kreth had spotted the danger before you guys stumbled upon it. I had notes for this. Where would it be? Traveling events. Oh, there we go. All right. Changing regions. A 10. So fortunately, it could be worse, but I'm going to need somebody, just go ahead and pick one, to roll a 1d6. But fortunately, Kreth didn't roll anything bad, but instead he rolled something random.
Technically, you rolled
Kazi got a 6.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You step across the barrier into a new region. This one is also a cold region, except for now, instead of you reach the end of mountains and you reach a huge forest. There's a little bit of mountains in the distance, but not nearly as high as the ones in the Cold Valley region.
Would any of them recognize what zone this is?
Yes, this is the Dead Winter region. Immediately you feel the chill on your skin. There is nothing, unlike the Cold Valley region, there's nothing here protecting you from the elements. So you will suffer from being outside in the cold if you don't have resistance to it.
Kazi's fine.
So I guess somebody can make a history check, I would say, to see if they remember anything about the Dead Winter region. But otherwise, all you know is the name.
14.
14. The place is pretty similar. How should I say this? The name is pretty dead on when it comes to this region. You're not exactly sure what the specifics are for this region, but it enhances and it is very dangerous for the fact that dead bodies very quickly rise up as undead in this place.
Oh.
There is the lesser god of this region is a god of undeath, and often there can be undead hordes roaming this place. It is a dangerous region to be in. Though there is treasure here. It is one of the sites that you could potentially, if you became more powerful, Kazi, in order to achieve your goals, there are ancient necromancer tombs, crypts, and villages and towns that have been long abandoned that still have treasure, magical items, just abandoned trinkets, that sort of thing. Because
So clearing one of these sites would count as a great feat?
not in itself, possibly taking on a lich would count as a great feat, though definitely a great feat that would be out of your reach at the moment. But perhaps clearing a dungeon would count as one of the great feats you can accomplish. And there are quite a few of them in the Dead Winter region.
As he pauses on the border as soon as they cross, well, it seems we have a future here. A future to hunt. And that's what Kazi says as he turns back toward the Cold Valley region.
All right, you guys turn back. But that is where we are.
I think
Since it is 10 p.m., that is where we are going to end today's session.
All right, yeah. Perfect.
All right, sweet.
See you next week.
See you, gang.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Adios.